Hello, my friends. Welcome back to American Lingo Academy. I'm Fiona, and today we're going to learn another 10 common idioms, phrases, and sentences that native English speakers use every single day. These expressions are super useful, and I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what they mean and how to use them naturally in your own conversations. Are you ready? Let's dive right in. Number 1, fingers crossed. This is an idiom that means you're hoping for good luck or a positive outcome. When we say fingers crossed, we're basically saying I hope everything goes well. Sometimes people actually cross their fingers when they say it, but you don't have to. It's just a way to express hope. For example, imagine you're waiting to hear back about a job interview. You might tell your friend, I should hear back from the company tomorrow. Fingers crossed they offer me the position. Here's another one. Let's say your friend has a big test coming up. You could say, good luck on your exam tomorrow. Fingers crossed you get an A. Number 2, don't be chicken. This is a phrase we use to encourage someone to be brave or to stop being afraid. When we call someone chicken, we're saying they're scared or cowardly, like a chicken that runs away from everything. So don't be chicken means don't be scared, be brave. For example, imagine your friend is afraid to ask someone on a date. You might say just go talk to her. Don't be chicken, she seems really nice. You might hear something like this too. Let's say someone is scared to try a new activity like rock climbing. Their friend could say, come on, don't be chicken. It's going to be fun, and the instructor will keep you safe. Number 3, don't put words in my mouth. This is an expression we use when someone is claiming we said something that we didn't actually say. It means don't say that I said something when I didn't say it. This happens a lot in arguments or misunderstandings. For example, imagine you told your roommate that you thought the apartment was a little messy. Later, they tell someone else that you said the apartment was disgusting. You would say, hey, don't put words in my mouth. I never said it was disgusting. I just said it was a little messy. Here's another one. Let's say you mentioned that you weren't sure about going to a party and your friend tells everyone you hate parties. You could say, don't put words in my mouth. I never said I hate parties. I just said I wasn't sure about this one. Number 4, I'm putting my foot down. This is a phrase that means you're being firm about a decision and you won't change your mind. When you put your foot down, you're taking a strong position and saying this is final, no more discussion. For example, imagine you're a parent and your teenager wants to stay out until 2 a.m. on a school night. You might say, no, I'm putting my foot down. You need to be home by 11 p.m. People often say something like this in work situations too. If your coworker keeps interrupting you in meetings, you might tell them, I'm putting my foot down. You need to let me finish speaking before you share your ideas. Number 5, cry me a river. This is an idiom that means you have no sympathy for someone who's complaining. It's actually kind of sarcastic. When someone says cry me a river, they're basically saying I don't feel sorry for you. Stop complaining. For example, let's say your friend is complaining because they have to work on Saturday, but they make twice as much money as you do. You might think, or even say, cry me a river. At least you have a good paying job. You might hear something like this when someone is complaining about a minor problem. If someone says, I'm so tired because I stayed up late watching Netflix, you could respond, cry me a river. You chose to stay up late. All right, friends, we're halfway through our list, and I hope you're learning some really useful expressions today. If you're enjoying this lesson and finding it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to American Lingo Academy. We post new videos every single day to help you improve your English, and I don't want you to miss any of them. Okay, let's continue with number 6. Number 6, that ship has sailed. This is a metaphor that means an opportunity is gone and it's too late to do something. Imagine a ship leaving the harbor and you miss it. You can't get on that ship anymore because it's already gone. That's exactly what this expression means. For example, let's say your friend wants to sign up for a college course, but registration ended last week. You might say, "I'm sorry, but that ship has sailed. Registration is closed and the class is full." Here's another one. Imagine someone is talking about an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend and they're thinking about getting back together. Their friend might say, "I think that ship has sailed. You guys broke up 6 months ago and they're dating someone new now." Number 7, the cat's out of the bag. This is an idiom that means a secret has been revealed or discovered. When the cat's out of the bag, everyone knows something that was supposed to be secret. There's no hiding it anymore. For example, imagine you're planning a surprise party for your mom, but your little brother accidentally tells her about it. You might say, "Well, the cat's out of the bag now. She knows about the surprise party." People often say something like this when news spreads quickly. Let's say a company is planning to close one of their offices, but they haven't announced it yet. If employees find out, someone might say, "The cat's out of the bag. Everyone knows about the office closure now." Number 8, we go the extra mile. This is a phrase that means we do more than what's expected or required. When you go the extra mile, you put an extra effort to make sure something is done really well. It shows you care about quality and customer service. For example, imagine you're talking about your favorite restaurant. You might say, "I love eating there because the staff really goes the extra mile. They remember your name, your favorite dish, and they always make sure you're happy." You might hear something like this in a business context. A company might advertise by saying, "At our auto repair shop, we go the extra mile to make sure your car is running perfectly and you feel confident on the road." Number 9, take out a loan. This is a phrase that means to borrow money from a bank or financial institution. When you take out a loan, you receive money that you promise to pay back over time, usually with interest. This is very common for big purchases. For example, let's say your friends are talking about buying their first house. One might say, "We need to take out a loan because we don't have enough money saved up for the full price." Here's another one. Imagine someone wants to start a small business but needs money for equipment and supplies. They might say, "I'm going to take out a loan from the bank to get my bakery started." Number 10, what do you mean? This is a simple question that we use when we don't understand what someone just said, or when we want them to explain something more clearly. It's one of the most common questions in English, and you'll hear it every single day. For example, imagine your friend says something confusing like, "I'm going to the thing tomorrow." You would probably ask, "What do you mean? What thing are you talking about?" People often say this when they need clarification. Let's say someone tells you, "The meeting has been moved to the usual place." If you don't know what the usual place is, you'd ask, "What do you mean by the usual place? Which room are you talking about?" And there you have it, my friends. 10 super useful expressions that native English speakers use all the time. I hope this lesson helped you understand not just what these phrases mean, but also how to use them naturally in your own conversations. Remember, the best way to learn these expressions is to practice using them, so try to use a few of them this week when you're speaking English. Thanks so much for watching today's lesson. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends who are learning English, and don't forget to subscribe to American Lingo Academy. We're here every single day with new lessons to help you speak English more naturally and confidently. I'll see you in the next video. Keep practicing and remember, you're doing great.